Good morning. My name is John Welker, also known as GM John. I'm not on camera because I'm not the star of this video. It is that little box you see right there in front of you. I am a Dungeoneer for Dungeon Crate, level 1, because the program just started, so nobody's at level 2 yet. Or if they are, boy, are they fast. Let's see if I can get this in camera focus at any point today. And image backwards. Level 1, yeah, the words are backwards. Now I know that there's something to be done about that. I am unfortunately an ignoramus when it comes to a lot of this tech, so don't expect that to be working perfectly. I don't know why my house is flipped backwards, but that's okay, it's irrelevant. Dungeon Crate is a monthly RPG subscription box designed to enhance your tabletop experience. This is somewhat of a little bit of a luxury item, but it doesn't cost any more than a loot crate. In fact, I think it's less than a loot crate. It's about $35 a box. Become a member. Let your adventure begin today. Go to dungeoncrate.com and you can sign up for your own subscription. I highly recommend this company. I have been with them from the very first box. In a later unboxing, I will show one of each of all the different boxes they've gone through, because I think that's pretty cool. I would also like to say that as far as customer service is concerned, they are the best. They're the most responsive and the most caring people I've ever worked with. I did get to meet with Wayne at Gen Con this year. It was an excellent experience, and I'm glad to say I know him. So that's enough of the blabbering. Let's look and see what's in the crate. Now, as you'll notice, this wonderful crate is designed. This is how it's mailed to you. It looks like you're getting a treasure chest. There's the addresses and stuff, but you can't see that because we're quick. Dungeon Crate here, the white part there, so you can label it when you use it for storage later. They weren't going to be able to read it. I wasn't going to let it get focused. Somebody's panicking. All right, anyways, this is how the box actually comes to you. This doesn't come wrapped in anything else, right?
No.
No, so just like this. So it's on the post office, not to tear apart your box. Would you like to do the opening? This traditionally that's what you do. Yeah. And just for the fun of it, for all the future unboxings, I will try to use a different knife each time. Okay, here comes the box. Ching! Before we even go any further, one of the things I want to point out of the features of the box itself is save your crate coins. Find more at dungeoncrate.com, crate coins. And you'll see right over here, we have little cardboard coins you can cut out. You save enough of these, just like the old box tops from some of our childhoods, if you're old enough to have had that era. You save the box tops and you send it in for a toy or a prize. They have a small catalog of things that you can get with these. I haven't gotten anything yet because everything so far is stuff I already have. So this is the, what do you call this?
Menu.
The menu, the things that this is. So summer is recently slipping away and fall is in the horizon. So help prepare our members for their coming cold. We've got some wintry adventure in the September crate. Wolves, boars, catapults, glow-in-the-dark mini dice, and great adventures. Make sure, note that your digital crate code is located in the bottom of this flyer. Digital crate code is used to access online content related to them. There could be maps or copies of the module to be printed and things like that. On the back, we have a map piece. There is right here in the corner a little grid that I'm sure you cannot see that shows where on the larger map it goes in. So eventually we'll have collected all 12 of these pieces. So when we have a full year's worth, this will make one big giant map, and I'm going to have to figure out how to use it. Maybe there'll be a module at the end that'll tell us how to use this as one big image. So that is pretty cool. We have Wrath of Nexus, a 5th level encounter written by James Rodhaver. And this is a page module. It shows a little map, the information that you need to continue the adventure to get you started. It's got one skull there, so I believe that indicates the lethality. It's only got one skull of lethality instead of 5 skulls, which means you're probably going to die immediately. Artwork, I do believe, is all done by Dungeon Doodles. So you go to dungeondoodles.com. This is the Wolves of Winter, a level 4 encounter written by James Redar. Unfortunately, in my current campaign, this has a paw print. That had a skull print. This has a paw print. Maybe they mean different things than I think they do. Looks like a den for the wolves and stuff. Again, it's a one-page little mini encounter for you to use. I do not see where on here. This is James Rodhaver, the Renegade. The artist is not listed here, but I do believe this is Dungeon Doodles who do these.
It could mean the type of encounter.
Sure.
Like it could be
Dungeon
undead or beast. The paw print.
Correct. That would be a good thing here. What is the monster in here? Well, this one contains Yeti. Yeti are not undead, so I'm not sure what the skull versus the print. Maybe it's dungeon versus wilderness.
Is it in a cave?
Well, the wolves are in a cave, yes, while the Yetis are in a built structure.
Well, it could be that.
Okay. So here we have a wonderful wolf. Hopefully this is all showing up neatly without too much glare. Anyways, so this is Axia, a mutated winter wolf. So a little more. This has a paw print in the bottle. Used with wolves of winter is what it says down here. So this is to be used with this.
So they happen to match up.
Yeah, this card here is nicely illustration of what the wolf looks like. Nice. All the D&D 5th edition stats are on the back. They have done things that were Pathfinder and D&D 5th edition combined. It is a little, they're going to 2nd edition, so I'm not sure how that's going to work out. Now, this, okay, the symbols do help you figure out which one's which. So this collar here, which looks incredibly vicious to me, spikes on the inside. And this is the Lingering Chain. It does have Pathfinder and 5th edition stats on it, so you can use it for both. The monster stats in the wolf are 5th edition, but the magic item has both Pathfinder and 5th edition on it. Now, for the Lingering Nexus module, the Wrath of the Nexus, not the Lingering Nexus. We have Theasis, Fixus, Ogre Magi, and that is his image. It says, actually, it says Ogre Mage instead of Magi. Guess there's only because there's only one of him. And he is a CR6 encounter for Wrath of the Nexus. And this here is a magic item. It's obviously a necrotizing magic sword. This is what it actually says on the back. Spell Sync, Pathfinder 5th edition. While attuned to the great sword, you're hit with a hostile spell or spell-like ability. The Spell Sync absorbs some of the magic. It's very rare. It requires attunement. Okay. So those are the gaming materials. Now we get into the toys, so to speak. Mini polyhedral dice set. They glow in the dark. They're purple with black numbers. So this is going to be my favorite set of mini dice already. I have a few of these. Take these out. And see if they're easier seen in my hand than in the bag. I think they've just been stolen. Yes. All right. Now you can't have a game without a winter wolf. I'm going to rephrase it. You can have a game, but you can't run this guy without this guy.
Ooh.
So we get ourselves a nice wolf mini. Yes. My wife, my beautiful wife, has the task of painting all of my minis. And right now she's only 374 minis behind. And here's the nice wolf. Oh my goodness, it is a mutated wolf. It has 6 legs. Kind of reminds me of Fenris from Norse mythology. It's a fast wolf, obviously. It's got a speed of 50.
It's got long ears.
And he can do some nasty tricks I don't want to say in case my players ever meet him. Okay. Now somebody donated all this paper. Oh, we got a thing here. We have a player button. It's a rift of the Slayer buttons that we had before. By the way, anybody knows how to switch the thing so the words are backwards correctly, just go ahead and comment in the doobly-doo below. And yes, I know doobly-doo is somebody else's line, but I'm going to steal it. Because words only get adopted if used. Now, I don't know if this is intended for which module that was presented in here, which one of these mini encounters. It could be for one or none. What we have here is some wild boars. The one we just opened didn't have a name. That was Blood Wolf. That was called Blood Wolf, the one with multiple legs. These are just wild boars. 2 little piglies. I can always use these, especially when I'm playing the Pathfinder game, We Beat Goblins, where there's a certain pig that is very much used a lot. And finally, last but not least, I did save this for last on purpose, we have the kitty pult. This is not the first time they sent us a catapult.
Ooh,
We have another one that we built. This is different. There are instructional videos up on the Dungeon Crate YouTube channel on how to put this together. So you might want to check that out if you are one of the people that received this, or you just want to check it out because it looks cool. Probably if you're watching this unboxing video just to see whether or not you want to get into a dungeon crate, you're not going to get the kitty pole. That doesn't mean that's impossible for you not to get it. People trade on the Dungeoneers Guild on Facebook. Or not the Dungeoneers Guild. That's a closed thing. On the Dungeon Crate Trading Guild. Just look up Dungeon Crate. You'll find it on Facebook. Also, so there's some people may trade one of these out. They also may be available in the shop section.
Just after,
Yeah. If there's extras left over that didn't get put out in the crates, they will be available in the shop for purchase. Maybe you want a second one. Maybe you want
Catapult War.
You know, this is you didn't get this crate, but you really want this, so that's what you're going to do. There are no instructions. One of the cool things that they do, I should have brought out some of the regular business cards. On the back of his business cards are character sheets. Back of the product cards, slightly different, like this is the kitty pult. On the back of there is initiative tents. So you fold it along this line here, and the player name goes there, or the character name. I prefer to put the character name up there myself. And some information, and you can use this as initiative trackers on top of your screen. These are really cool. I highly recommend them. I use something very similar to this. Mine are a little bit bigger because I need more monster stats on them. But as far as the characters are concerned, that's all you need. You can use it for monster stats, I guess, as well. But as you collect these up, that's one way to do it. I'm wondering if he will just sell people these in a set by themselves. Okay, so let's see if I can put the kitty pool together without instructions, because I don't have any in here, and without cheating and looking up the video on how to do this. There's no way of indicating which is outside, which is inside. So just got to get those lined up. They're kind of tight, kind of stiff, but
Yeah, but no, can I see for a second?
sure.
No, yeah, see? This is the outside, that's the inside.
Okay.
So you had them reversed.
Can you move your hands over here?
Here, I'll let you put it together.
Okay.
But I think those are the outside. That's the inside.
Okay. No matter what I do, it's going to be tight. So I'm just going to kind of wiggle that together.
Oh, maybe they're not. I think you have it wrong. They're reversed.
What do you mean they're reversed?
This should be on this side.
Oh.
And that should be on that side, right?
Oh, they're perfectly symmetrical. So I'm not sure that it does matter.
It's the paint job. It's the
right?
It's the finish side. There is a slight difference to me. See, like those are top.
Mm-hmm.
That's bottom. Does it not fit in that way?
These are pretty darn tight. It did fit from this side though. Which,
Okay.
which
Right. Good.
I will probably take this apart at some point when I find out I did it wrong. But it is pretty tight, so this may be a one shot.
Sure.
Okay. This looks like a locking mechanism. That's obviously where the rubber band goes on there. Go here. There's a pivot point. This probably goes in up here.
Did it only come with one rubber band?
Yes.
Yeah. That's a tiny one.
That goes underneath there. Just go here. Okay. These unfortunately are identical in size. But if it goes in the back, then that allows for more pivot. The other one is the stopper. Hopefully I'm getting this all on camera as I'm assembling this. And again, I'll probably end up taking it apart when I find out I'm doing it backwards. Or inside out, whatever. All right. My degree in engineering is paying off. Just kidding. I don't have a degree in engineering. Nursing, business, drama, therapy, you know, the basics. Okay. Now, like I said, there is a video on how to do this properly. So you probably, if you want instructions on how to do this, you're just watching me fumble. That's probably not the best way to learn. Go to the actual video they have with instructions on how to assemble these things. And everybody who received a Dungeon Crate should have received a link in their emails on how to do this. Okay. Part of the issue is it does have to be kind of, every hole needs to be done at once. Otherwise, they block off each other. Almost got it. That one's lined up with that one. That one's lined up with that one. I need. Is everything lined up with a hole? I'm not going to make any comments about what my drill sergeants used to say about things like this. They're not politically correct or fit for public consumption, that kind of stuff. All right. Goodness gracious. No. One last try. We'll put all the one sides in. Make them kind of tight. Probably too tight for me to correct if I find out I'm putting this together wrong, but there's not. What's the excitement in doing that if there's no risk, right? I'm going to assume these were laser cut. Okay. I'm halfway done, and this should actually be how it finishes up. Just get all these pieces lined up. Skip forward a little bit. All right. Now it's called a kitty pult. Kittypult. I'm assuming it's meant, even while you can use it for your game on your table, because you have those siege moments. You're fighting a giant. You might want to have a catapult pulled up there to do a little extra damage to the guy. All right, we're really close. I think we're going to get it this time. But I'm also assuming that the name kitty pult is an implication that you can use this to torture your cats. No, do not shoot anything at your cats. But a little ball of catnip or a little toy flinged across the room might make them happy. All right, and we're getting it. It's coming together. We'll know in a moment if I have any idea what I'm doing. But my best guess is I'm correct. Creaky creak, snackety snack. All right. So we're band here and here. Hooks onto the front right there, comes down there, and ladies and gentlemen, we have a working kitty pult.
Woohoo!
Yeah. How far that's going to launch?
Kitty treats.
We can fling a kitty treat.
Mama, do you need a kitty treat? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Now again, I mentioned Raid Your Treasury today. If you want to buy one of these, they may go on for sale. at dungeoncrate.com/shop. All right, let's give this a test and see if it's going to launch. I'm not sure you can see this on this surface because it blends in.
Thank you.
All right, my cat's attention has been gotten.
Are you ready?
Oh, there they are, walking across the keyboard. There you go. There's my cat. All right. This is Sora. Mouse is the ears that you see over there. Now I put the kitty treat
My dice.
right here and pull it back. Launch. And Mouse goes after a kitty treat. Hey, Sora, look. Kitty treat. Hey, look, Sora, over here. Launch.
No.
Mouse is going to get all the treats. Sora, I'm launching it over your head. She can't find the treats. She knows they're here. Did that go anywhere? Oh, I lost it. I didn't.
Wait. Mama's got 3.
I'm going to aim close to the cat. Maybe she'll notice it. Let me make it off the table. Kitty treat launch. Kitty treat launch. Okay,
Sorry, you need to get back up.
How can I launch it off when she's up here, when she's down there? Now she gets to go after the tree. See if I can do this again. I had to change the angle I was holding it for a moment there.
Yeah.
And Mouse gets
You're
another.
right.
I need another treat. The Sora didn't get any. She's gotten 1.5.
It's her fault. She's so slow.
Okay, there we go. Aiming for Sora. As in for Sora's benefit, not at Sora. Did she get that one?
She did.
All right.
Ooh, there she goes.
Okay, she's had 3, and how many has Mouse had?
All of them.
3.
Okay, so this one's up for whoever grabs it. Nobody? Nobody?
They're done. They're done.
How's it they're done? Cats are never done when it comes to treats. Right? I don't know if you saw the camera bounce up on her nose. Anyway, so this is Dungeon Crate. Again, go to dungeoncrate.com. If you want to buy individual items, not just the whole thing, go to dungeoncrate.com/shop. Now that I close the box. Yep, shop. I get these every month, $35 a month. Really worth it. I've actually become a Dungeon Crate Dungeoneer, which means I will be promoting this product whenever I can get a chance at the local stores and things like that. Let's read the description card and then we'll call this good. So, insert. That's what this is called. It's called an insert. You're reading it. Insert all the info needed about the contents of the September crate, as well as your digital crate code. Turn it over and use the back as a handy map tile and collect them all. I'm going to have to figure out how many of these I've got so far. See what it's starting to look like. Epic Encounter Card, Wrath of the Nexus by James Ronehauer. Evil Jim Jam of Dragons and Things brings us another grand tale. This level 5 encounter focuses on an ogre mage who experiments with dread magic, seeking to create deadly beasts and enhance his own terrible power. His dangerous work must be stopped before he grows too powerful to contain. The printed version of this counter is compatible with 5th edition. You can find the Pathfinder 1st edition compatible version in your digital crate. There is a code here for that. But don't steal my code. Check the bottom of the insert for digital crate code, including 2 full color crate cards depicting Thexus and Spell Sync with stats to the back for each. Deep Cut Miniatures Wild Boar from WizKids. Be bored no more with a set of 2 wild and gnarly boars from WizKids with aggressive eyes and hungry mouths. These boars will devastate your game table. From the WizKids Deep Cut series of miniatures, these minis are deeply grooved and easy to paint. Pre-primed with Acrylicos Valio Primer means you can paint and play immediately. Kiddie Poll, Lords of Adventure, and War Games. For huge fun, we offer the mini catapult with Lords of Adventures and War Games. The pint-sized catapult is easy to assemble. Check out the video in your digital crate for easy-to-follow instructions, or do like I did and fumble for 5 minutes. And you launch your adventure, no gunpowder needed, or you can actually use it to launch kitty treats like I did.
Mini marshmallows probably work good.
Yes. Glow in the dark. Yeah, if your character gets hit with a mini marshmallow, you take the damage. Glow in the dark purple mini dice set of 7 metallic dice games. You've got a kiddie pult, but what about a projectile? May we offer this glow in the dark set of purple mini dice from metallic dice games? Lay siege on your enemies during the dead of night and toss a little metaphorical fire their way. Epic Encounter card, The Wolves of Winter, again by James Roadhammer, also from Evil Jim Jam, is the level 4 encounter about a farmer who spots a monstrous wolf preying on his sheep and calls for heroes to drive the beast away. But this winter wolf is no mere beast. On the run from her cubs and from a sadistic ogre magi, she won't hesitate to kill anyone who poses a threat to her young. The printed version of this encounter is compatible with Pathfinder 1st Edition. You can find the 5th edition compatible version in your digital crate. So that's interesting. One is set for Pathfinder, one is set for D&D 5th edition, and you have to get the opposite one on your digital crate. This is the first time I've had a real reason to go to my digital crates because I didn't need to print out the modules again or print out the character sheets again. Though I probably should have saved them all in case I had lost everything, then I would have had more digital crates information. 2 full color crate cards depicting Acacia, the mutated wolf, and the lingering chain with stats on the back for easy reference. There's a Reaper Bones Black Blood Wolf. Reaper snarled on the Slupine Mini is nearly audible, but not ferocious enough to distract you from the extra pair of legs on the Winter Beast. What's worse than a wolf? A mutated wolf. From the Reaper Bones Black series, the Blood Wolf comes ready to prime and paint. So, pre-primed, go ahead and start painting. Not primed. You need to prime it and start painting it. Digital crate. Code gives you access to monthly crate, including the alternate rule sets for each of these modules. I definitely will have to go on there and get those.
Those look really good. I like those.
They do. I don't know how well I can show these off in detail, but you can see the individual clumps of furs. Obviously, you can't see individual hairs because you would require a magnifying glass and a sculptor who has more time than life. Here we go again. The wolf, again, very well deeply cut. Lots of details in there. You can see the individual muscles, the fur clumps. You can see the individual teeth and the snarl. I think this is some really nice minis here. The assembled catapult. Hopefully everybody can see this. Kind of looks nice. In different angles. It's not that hard to figure out how to put together. But again, I probably did it wrong anyways. And the different cards for the modules. Color and Wolf, Ogre Mage and Sword, and the 2 things. Now it says there's set for one for Pathfinder and one for different. Like this one, there's a DC 17 medicine check. I guess in Pathfinder it might be a little different. DC 17 survival check, again Pathfinder, or I can't tell you which one here is for 5th edition and which one's for the Pathfinder. But, we'll take a closer look and see how that is. All right. Well, thank you for coming to my unboxing. This is John Welker, also known as GM John. And if you came to my channel looking for videos for RPG research, please go to youtube.com/RPG research. That's where those are located. And have a good day. And as always, dream well.